everyone. Welcome to It's Sybil. I am Sybil Wilkes, and it is Coy Malone Day. Hello, Coy. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Sybil? And how are you, Yolanda?
I'm great, Corey. What is that? The sexy voice or is that the calm voice? What is that? I like it.
Is I guess it's the calm voice and the try not to hit my mic voice and don't move too much voice.
Well, you know what? I think Chica fixed it. If Chica showed up more, maybe we wouldn't have this problem. Yes,
Wow.
that
Oh
was a
no.
punch at Chica.
Wow. Wow. I never thought that
We're
would ever
coming out the
happen.
gate strong today.
And,
Coming out the gate, right? She knew
and,
I love her.
and especially with her number one, Chica. Woo. Okay. All right.
My Chica.
You're Chica. That's right. How are you, Yolanda?
I'm happy.
Okay. All right.
I'm sleepy, honestly, but I am happy.
I thought of you today.
Okay.
I
Thank you.
do my big A words, and one of them, actually both of them, were reminders of you. So when you go and look at Sybil's big A words on Tuesday and Friday, think of Yolanda Starks White with those words.
Can you share them with me? Because I'm not on Instagram.
Since when?
I don't really, I might look at Instagram maybe once or twice a week. I am weaning myself off of other people's creativity because I'm working on my own. So the more time I put on other people, no, really, it takes away. I'm watching somebody else create and I'm a creator. And
Okay,
so if I'm not creating, I'm not going to look at everybody else. I need to be doing it. But that's my little thing. Anyway,
okay. All right. No, you don't.
you know, my stuff is always complicated.
It's yeah.
Corey, as a creator, do you understand what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you can get stuck hours watching TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and it's like I'm watching somebody else be creative, and I got some books inside of me I need to be writing.
Yeah, that's like how I don't really watch TV or movies like that. And I'm on them.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
y'all don't know what you're missing. Um,
So, are you going to share the big A words?
sanguine, sanguine,
Use it in a
S-A-N.
sentence. Wait, give me the definition.
Sanguine is cheerful.
Oh, spell it.
Sanguine,
Sanguine.
I was missing the
Sanguine.
E.
Okay.
and it means cheerful. And I
Oh,
said, my friend Yolanda is so positively cheerful. We might call her sanguine.
oh, I like that.
You should host a spelling bee.
I've been doing that in my head all my life, boy. I used to,
Have you really?
yeah, well, because I used to be the spelling champ of the third grade. Uh,
That should have
Do
been a
you?
Tom Joyner Cruise event.
they tried to do that. They
Ooh,
tried
that's
to
a
do
good
that.
idea. Oh, they did try that?
Yeah, it didn't, and it never came together. So
That's a great idea. That would be a great because I would watch it. Do you watch Corey? Do you watch the national spelling
the
bee
script spelling bee.
Yeah,
scripts?
sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes, yeah.
it's that's it is entertaining. Do you watch? I'm sure you watch it, Sybil.
I do, and I feel so sorry for some of those children because that's all they do is study. They have like a big thesaurus that they carry around with them everywhere they go, and that's their form of entertainment. That's their learning process. And to see them, get so intense and nervous, and their parents are the same way in their seats in the audience. I was like, that's too much.
Well, that's
It
why they're
is.
champions.
I wanted to be one at one time.
A
And what
spelling
happened?
bee.
Yeah,
Did you have the discipline and the dedication?
I did.
How far did you get?
I didn't make it past my classroom. I made second place. I guessed one letter wrong and I knew I guessed it wrong. I'm like, man, I was so upset.
What grade
And
were
then
you in?
I think I was in fifth grade. And then we never had the opportunity anymore. Like, I went to middle school, went to high school. It was never a conversation anymore beyond elementary school. But I got second place.
The
So,
word that
are
got
you?
me.
I'm sorry, Sybil. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the word that got me. I think it was in first grade. Was the double N in beginning.
Beginning has two ends.
That's three actually, but the double N, Beginn.
Okay.
Missed it by that much.
So, Chloe,
Um,
are you good at listening to a word and sound it out and spell it?
and asking for the derivation.
No,
No.
we're asking you, Coy.
Am I? Sometimes. I
Okay.
don't think so anymore. I don't think I read enough now to be
Right.
great at it right now.
When you come across words, do you look them up? Look up the meaning?
Yeah, I do
You
that
do.
I do that daily, just in my regular life, looking up words.
Words are powerful.
Words are
Very.
powerful. They are very powerful. That's why I like sanguine. But I also like I think it was I forget. I think it was last week. I also have some fun words in there as well. So that's always a good time for me. So
Sybil, mark that. That would be a good question of the day. Like one of my favorite words is acquiesce. I
hmm
just like the way it sounds. I can't spell it because I can't spell it all, Quinn. I can't spell for nothing. But I like words.
last week I had Donnybrook.
What does that mean?
It's
Spell it.
it's a free for all. It's Donnybrook, and it's like a free for all, a fight or a brawl.
Hmm.
Oh,
So like it started out the two guys were having just having words with each other. And the next thing you know, it was a Donnybrook because he came from over here and she came from over there, and everybody was duking it
like
out.
the gentleman who swam and the
Yeah, yeah,
hair and
yes,
that. Yeah.
at the Memphis River. Yeah,
Right, the
yeah,
Memphis River.
yeah.
Right.
Um, yeah. So those are some of the words you'll find on my Instagram with Sybil's Big A Word brought back to life thanks to Yolanda Starks White. So let's talk about Coy. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, I had a decent weekend. It was fun.
What did you do for fun?
I ended up going out with my friends on Saturday night. One of my friends got a section. I had a lot to drink,
What does that mean?
and
Got a section?
she got a section at a lounge,
Oh,
a
at a
club
club.
lounge.
Okay.
Yeah, and everybody was having a great time doing dances and steps that I didn't even know existed to popular songs. I'm like,
And
we
then
got to step to this now?
A Donnybrook broke out.
No, it didn't.
Oh, good.
It's
It
Atlanta.
didn't.
I'm only kidding. I'm
It
only kidding,
didn't.
Coy. I'm
Thank
only
goodness.
kidding.
It did not. It did not. And I had a lot to drink. I actually waited until I drove home, thank goodness. And that was an adventure in itself because that was a little dangerous for me to be doing that. That was a little dangerous. And not to say that because I don't drink and drive, I wouldn't. The thing that I would do is go to, the nearest gas station, pull over and take a nap. But apparently I took a nap in my
Could
car in
you
the parking
Uber?
lot. What'd you say?
Could you Uber?
I probably could have if I was awake.
No, I mean when you were
Wait, Sybil, hold on. This story's going far. If you were awake, what does that mean?
Yes. I fell asleep in my car.
no, before you got to the car, and when you're going, boy, I think I still need to sit this out. I should call an Uber.
Yeah, so apparently I have enough sense to not, put my key in the ignition when I've had too much to drink. And I slept in my car. I locked the doors.
At the club?
Yeah, apparently they didn't give a damn.
And none of your friends, your girls,
I guess they
nobody.
didn't care either. They left.
Oh,
Did they?
that makes me
Mm-hmm.
sad.
It's Atlanta, Coy.
It's Coy
Okay.
Malone.
All right then.
Okay, all
I
right.
got home. I woke up. The sun was up. I was like, wow. I don't
And
remember falling asleep.
oh wow,
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
what was in those
I
drinks?
know, right?
A lot of tequila, I guess.
Oh,
A little too much. I had a fishbowl and then some other tequila shots.
a fishbowl.
No, that's what they call it. It's really
I
like
know,
a
but
big,
they're large glass
yeah.
containers for your beverage.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
it's not like an aquarium, but it's that
Right.
kind
But
of
it's
shape, like sort of
it's
like a brandy
big. It's
snifter, but it's
like that, I guess.
yeah, that's yeah,
Sizable.
Wow.
a
God be watching
lot
me.
of
I
tequila.
say, yeah, I gotta stop playing like this.
Yeah, that's the question. When did you wake up and decide you need to stop playing like that? or,
Exactly at that moment.
or who did you wake up with and say you got to stop
Okay.
playing like
No,
this?
I woke up with myself.
Okay.
All right,
Weapons right next to me. Yeah, I was not playing.
so that's just like a Tuesday at Yolanda's house, huh? sometimes I just got to amuse myself. All right. Well, I'm glad you survived that. And can I just say, I don't want to ever hear a story about you like that again.
Yeah,
Me
me
either.
too.
Okay.
Me neither. Me neither.
Okay.
I'm not.
All
Yeah.
right.
I'm gonna be more responsible.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Responsibler.
No,
Good
responsible is right.
good for you.
I was making up that word. It was funny.
I know, but that means that you are. Never mind. Okay, so let's talk about the What You Need to Know newsletter. This is our Monday through Friday newsletter in which we submit stories for folks that are by Black folks and they are about or may pertain to Black people. We'd love to have you subscribe. Please go to SybilWilkes.com. Give us your name and your email address. We'll have it in your email box every Monday through Friday. And Coy Malone writes and gives us an update in the murder of Sonia Massie, the Springfield, Illinois woman, the Black woman that was killed by a police officer. What's the latest, Coy?
Whew, so this story just keeps unfolding
Does.
as time goes on. So now, amidst the mounting pressure following the police shooting and murder of Sonia Massie, the Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell has announced that he would retire by August 31st. And he said that the department failed Massie and the Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson. And he said that the deputy was properly trained on how to de-escalate the situation. And this resignation comes after Governor J.B. Pritzker and State Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton said that Campbell failed his job and should resign. And at that time, initially, Campbell said that he would not resign. He also said that calls for his resignation were politically motivated because Campbell is a Republican and he has been sheriff since 2018.
And
I
Pritzker
believe,
is a Democrat.
yes, Pritzker and I believe the state lieutenant governor
Yes, she is.
are both
A
Democrats.
Black woman, by the way.
Right. So he said it was politically motivated. So
Wait, hold on. The sheriff said that it was politically motivated.
yeah, that's what he said at first, and he said he was not going to step down, but now he says that he is.
His wife said, "If you don't go and get that pension
Right. Before they can
before you get
both of
into
us.
real trouble."
Right.
Right, exactly. So in other news, the presiding judge over Grayson's case.
So may I just interrupt you for a second? So he's going to retire. Somebody got to his better mind and encouraged
Yes.
him, and he said he's going to retire. He's going to retire at the end of the month. He didn't just say I quit and holla. He's going to wait till the end of the month,
Well,
and
that's good, Sybil. He needs to clear off his desk and yeah.
I bet that desk has been cleared a long time.
Mhm.
I bet you as soon as that kid did that awful deed, they cleared off everything so there would be no evidence about him.
Dang.
That's how suspicious I am of Chicago police and the Illinois State Police.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Understandable.
Wow.
And I'm not saying that, I don't have any experience personally, but I do know people who have. And I had uncles who were with the Chicago Police Department, friends who worked for the Illinois State Highway, and all of that stuff. There's just no good in those. It's a rotting organization.
Right.
And that young man and I'm calling him a man. That young monster is a perfect example of that.
Mhm.
And I know, Yolanda, everyone has a good side. I know that's the Yolanda sanguine patter. But I will say, ding ding. But I will say that he showed no goodness in what he did to that woman, and his previous acts and actions indicate that he was a bad seed.
Yep.
Coy, has he been? Was the gentleman drug tested? Do we know something was in his system that had him so heightened?
There was not any news about had he been intoxicated in any kind of way. There's just been a lot of facts that were coming out about previous behaviors
Right.
that seemed to be in line with how he treated Sonia Massie, how he murdered her.
Right.
Just a lot of other things with using excessive force with other departments and in the military. Even in his booking video, they are showing that he kind of is like very, very relaxed. The police are
Yeah.
talking to him, and they're laughing and they're joking. And I believe in the story we also kind of made reference to that in the video when he told the deputies that he believed he would be released and that he was in custody for his own safety. So there's like a lot of delusion that was going
Yeah.
on
Like
during that time.
like there should have been some drug testing going on.
Yeah.
It should be some type of mental health testing or something, because as we mentioned before, this is not his first incident with excessive force, and unfortunately this is one of the worst that we saw, if not the worst,
Right.
that we have known of this person. Other than that, he also requested to be released from jail to accommodate treatment for colon cancer, and that was denied by a judge. They said that not even electronic monitoring would be sufficient enough to protect the community from him.
I can't say that. I don't know. I don't know the circumstances, but I don't know that the medical conditions or the environment would be sufficient for a person who is battling colon cancer. There's so many variables to this story, and it just keeps growing. And another thing,
So,
and another thing.
do we know, is he diagnosed colon cancer?
That's what the story said. He is being treated for colon cancer.
Wow.
Not that he had been diagnosed, that he is being treated for colon cancer.
Well, in order to be treated, you have
Well,
to be.
yeah. So, but I'm just saying that was the use of words.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
That's awful. And the last thing I wanted to say about this is the sheriff was quoted saying that the one person truly responsible for this act is in jail, and I believe justice will be served through the legal process.
I wonder what's going to happen to that police department, because I really do think that things like that, the department rots from within. And I don't think that he's just one rotten egg in that department. And I wonder what the legislature is going to do, the Illinois House and the state Senate, and those members of those bodies, are what they're going to do in regards to setting up a real system for the police departments, if they can do that, and do something on the lines of what they tried to do in the United States House and Senate, the George Floyd policing bill, in order to put some real meat in their system, so that things like this don't happen, or people like this are not hired, or that the police sheriffs are not allowed to retire without taking some responsibility. All of these things that have worked for the bad, I wish that they would come up with something that would work for the good, so there will be no more Sonia Massie.
Right.
This is awful. Coy, before we go, will you tell us about tomorrow's story in the newsletter? And this is another crazy one. In San Francisco, the takedown of a black woman on the streets of San Francisco accused of jaywalking.
I just really wanted to, and I promise, I think one of my next stories next week at the top of the week is going to be a positive story, because I finally found one. I found one. Oh my goodness. However, we're looking at the story of 34-year-old Christiana Porter, who is a black mother of 5. She was slammed into a wall by a San Francisco police officer during a July 29th jaywalking stop. There is surveillance video of the nearby store where she was walking from, as well as eyewitness video that was there in the area. There is no way to tell if the light was green or red. There were no oncoming cars in both directions of traffic after she crossed. The officer was seen coming to this young woman and driving on the wrong side of the street in order to get to where she is, turn on the lights, and stop her. She had on headphones. She didn't hear him. Apparently, and what he was quoted saying to witnesses that recorded the video, he said that she refused my commands, over and over, and so that's why I had no choice but to put hands on her.
Wow.
I hope there's more video that's available to see red light, green light, or any of these things. But check out this story in tomorrow's newsletter. This is just wanted to give you a sneak peek at that. Also, Ministry Monday in the What You Need to Know newsletter, and I get to do politics twice in the Monday newsletter, which is an absolute joy for me. Talking about the debates as well as some other things in the craziest presidential election of all time. We'd love to have you subscribe to the newsletter. As I said, please go to sybilwilkes.com, give us your name and your email address, and we'll have it in your email box every Monday through Friday morning. Um, so let's move to the what's really going on question. And once again, Yolanda Starks White has served as the inspiration for this. And I don't know if you want to tell the story, but the question is, and I think you can appreciate this. I don't know who can appreciate this. Um, when was the last time someone offered you the hookup? You know, getting something for nothing. And the question is, did you accept or did you turn it down? Why or why not? And what was it they were offering you for, for little or no? And certainly not the value that is advertised. Let's put it that way. Coy, have you ever accepted a hookup?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what it was?
Let's see what's the last hookup. I accepted the hookup for these plane tickets that I got for my vacation next week.
Oh, I was going to ask you if you had taken the trip. So we're kind of holding our breath and crossing our fingers.
So how do you get a hookup for plane tickets?
Is it a buddy pass?
Yeah, so one of my friends works at Spirit, and I don't know why my camera just jumped like that. One of my friends is a flight attendant at Spirit, and I was able
Are you
to.
inside the plane?
I know, right? I had to fly with the luggage. That's how I'm getting there. So cheap. So what I could have did was get the buddy pass, but what they also do is discount, I think, the bags and the seats,
Mm.
something like that. So I could get like a free check bag, like free 2 bags, and then I think I get like a discount on the seats or something like that.
Or
Thankfully,
you
the
bring
tickets
your
were
own.
very low. Yeah.
Or you bring your own chair.
I know, right?
So what that means? So you're going
You're
to
going you're going to another
an
part of
island. How
yeah.
much did you pay for the round trip ticket?
It actually wasn't that much. The round trip was like 200, maybe $20, something like
Uh-huh.
that.
Round
And you
trip?
Yeah,
and you paid 200 and something dollars?
yeah.
Wow.
But I'm good at this stuff. I don't know
Give me
how,
give
and
me
I
your
don't even
friend's
travel that
number
much.
because me and
Yeah.
Sybil, I was looking yesterday, I was checking some flights. Me and Sybil want to go to London in November to see Vanessa Williams and Deborah Wears Prada. And I was like, the tickets start in coach at like $800. That's $1,000 to me.
Mhm.
I can't imagine that. And Sid was like, oh, that's okay.
Well, in another life it was okay.
Okay, right. We
And
don't
So
and we did it for that same amount.
at one point in time, right?
oh my
But then,
God. So
unfortunately,
wow.
my friend got fired. So yeah, that's the whole thing. So, hopefully I'll still get my
You
bag
might be
discount.
you might be driving to St. Tibby
Wait,
Island.
why? Why did she get fired?
Well, he got
Hmm.
fired because he had a family emergency with his son who was missing, and he let the airline know, like, hey, listen, I need to go find my son. I think he gave him like a heads up, probably like 24 hours or something like that, because son's mother lives here as well. And they're both pretty good friends of mine. And he needed to go locate his son. His son is like a teenager now. I think his son is like 15 now, which I can't believe. But anyway, so he had taken off work. I think he had put in the time, let them know, contacted HR. They ended up putting him under review, saying that I guess they were trying to say he was a no call, no show, or something, that he had left work too early or something. Ended up being under review for an entire month, and then they just fired him a few days ago.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
tell him to call Southwest. He can't. He can't be what I encountered
Right.
on a
So
flight.
no one's hiring right now. I do have another contact That
Well,
I
no,
am.
I'm more concerned about you and your flight. I really, and
Oh no, it's
especially,
booked. So
I, I know, but he's fired. So they could have gone through and right. Renita Bland exactly on Facebook. Don't thank your friend just yet, Coy. After all, it is spirit. He
don't throw rocks in my vacation.
Okay, you're
no no
right,
no no
Corey.
no no
I'm
no.
sorry
This
I put
was,
that up there, Corey. You're right. No, you don't need that energy. I'm so sorry, girlfriend. You're
but
right.
I just want you to be because they might look into his well, what has he done? And look and say, well, he booked a flight for Coy Malone, and she paid
Sybil,
how
cancel,
much?
cancel, cancel, cancel. Go,
Okay,
Sybil. What about you? Have you ever gotten a hookup?
never.
Well, my name is on it, so
You've never gotten a hookup for nothing?
No.
Oh, you
what?
don't try to get the nobody has ever.
No, I don't try to get the
No,
hookup.
no, no. But has anybody offered you to hook up?
Well, I mean, tickets to a show, to a concert, I always pay for like going to comedian shows and stuff like. I just don't believe in it
Oh,
because I
okay.
want them to get the money. I don't want this to come out of their tickets that they
Oh, they
give.
go. No, that's not how they work. They go get their money.
Well, you would know.
Yes.
But I want to be a part of the paying part, the paying crowd that goes and supports them.
Just send them a
Wow.
cash app after.
I don't Cash App.
Oh,
There's a lawsuit
Zelle.
against Cash App, people losing all kinds of money
I
as
Oh
bet.
being
yeah, they
part of
are.
Cash App. Yeah, yeah.
Sybil.
Okay, so Aubrey W. Someone tried to hook me up with some Jordan shoes, but come to find out they were stolen off a train that was carrying goods. I'm glad I refused them because said person was arrested later on.
Well, you wouldn't have been.
But you don't want to be a part of that, Coy. So yesterday, I went to Family Dollar.
Thank you
I
for
went
sharing your
there
story.
to get some detergent and to get some sodas. But I got lost. And because I don't
She
go
doesn't
shopping.
go to the store often.
Yeah, Ward and Sybil goes to the store. I just don't go. So when I was there, when I made it up to the
We
to the
go shopping for Miss
I
Daisy.
was saying, "Oh my God, this!" I was like, "This is really expensive." So the young man said, "Yeah, stuff is high." I said, "Wow, really?" So he was going on, and I wasn't really paying attention. And so he's like, 22.37 or whatever. I was like, "Oh, but the sodas, do you need them individually?" And so he said, no, that's okay." And I was like, "So you don't need to do them individually, you can just do it?" He said, "No, it's taken care of." And I said, "But you didn't bring it up." And he said, "It's taken care of." He said, "If that's okay with you." So
Right, right.
I'm like, I tell you what, I'm gonna save that blessing for another time and go ahead. But I really appreciate it. Well, then Coy, he said, "Okay, well, give me that." Well, I didn't get the detergent and I didn't get this and I didn't get that. So it was $60 later. And I was like, "Whoa, Nelly, really?" And
Mhm.
so I was just saying, wow. But here's the deal. I was saying to myself, I didn't tell him, I couldn't do that because if you lose your job, you can't come to my house. I won't have no parts of that. That kind of sort of a little bit happens that you doing I don't have it. So I let it ride. But I don't like to hook up at all from anything. I don't want.
I
Although
do.
concert tickets are different because I don't consider that a hookup. I see that as earned privilege. How about that?
That's
I done got
that's
the
the
hookup on
roundabout way.
everything.
You have?
Yes, I have. I
So
got
you buy
hookup
like
on
stolen
groceries.
TVs off the truck and
No, not a stolen TV. But my mom did
well,
give me
not
a really
stolen
big TV.
TVs,
Yeah.
but not stolen.
Lifted.
Nah, not like that. I think I've gotten a hookup on like a phone or something like in 2006 or 7, something like that.
So
Like an
like
app.
an iPhone 1.
It wasn't even an iPhone back then, to be honest. There was no iPhones back then. Metro PCS ruled the nation. What else have I gotten a hookup on? I got the hookup, I think, when I moved. they allowed for me to have like an extra 3 days that I didn't have to pay for.
In the apartment you're in now?
Yeah,
You moved across the parking lot?
yeah. So they gave me like an extra 3 days instead of charging me for that. That was nice
that's
of them.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. I've had people give me discounts on groceries, checking out at department stores, checking
So wait,
out
wait, wait,
like
wait. When you say discount, was it like what I got? Like he just didn't ring it up? Hook
oh
up?
no. They put in like their employee code.
Oh, and they got the discount.
Well,
You
see
got
that
their
I don't
discount.
know that I consider that. I see what you're saying. But you can't, well, because you can't do that, right? You can't, okay, yeah, because you can't, I can't give you my discount if you're not an employee because it's employee. So that is a hookup. Okay.
Yeah. And I didn't ask them for it. And and I'm like, wow, thank you, you know? So maybe I should be a little bit more grateful.
Well, it depends what you mean by grateful. Wink, wink.
I didn't do anything. I was just literally just there.
Renita on Facebook said free fries or other food at the drive-thru. Should I turn it down?
That's different. I think that's different. If you get some extra fries.
I'm always curious. Like when one of us goes to a restaurant and the food isn't prepared well, and the other one insists on sending it back, and I'm just wondering if somebody in the kitchen doesn't go or
No,
something like that.
because I really believe that it depends on how nice you are. Because if you are, hey, how you doing? And I'm not trying to be difficult. I appreciate this. But you could even be nasty and place an order but I think if your energy is good and you're positive and you're nice and friendly, you don't get the I'm just saying.
Okay, all right. Karen Vaughn on YouTube says my sister-in-law was once a radio DJ and she would always give us the number to the inside line so that we could call and always with win the tickets to the concert. Someone got fired playing the inside game like that.
Man, I wish I had that.
It was a producer.
No, you can't do that, Coy. No.
It was a producer, and he gave the number, and his boss was out of the studio at that time, and they tracked it somehow, and he got fired.
Wow.
For being a part of a contest and giving people from the outside the inside.
Did y'all see the story of this woman in, I want to say it was Chicago, right outside of Chicago?
$1.5 million.
Yes, $1.5 million in chicken wings that she stole from the school system. But they sentenced her to 9 years. And I don't know if that
and she's an older woman too.
Yeah. And I don't know if 9 years, like that's a lot. That's
they
pretty
gave
excessive.
her 9 years for that?
Yeah.
9 years for $1.5 million in chicken wings that apparently she stole.
Well,
there are people that have committed assault.
How much should she have gotten, Coy?
I feel like she should have gotten like a heavy fine and probation.
Wait. So
she should have gotten a quarter of that, maybe just a thigh and a leg.
But I'm just saying,
2 years, a year.
But they lost $1.5 million. Like that's
hefty.
Yeah, that's a loss.
Mm-hmm, that is. Ooh,
yeah.
I don't know how you measure that, but oof. How do you get that much in chicken wings though?
Over a period of time. She was probably there for over a period of time, and they just.
If you all hold on into trending, I'll tell you the story.
All right, cool. All right, so we have one more.
Okay, cool. Manuel Murphy on Facebook says, back in the day, folks would tell me about the hookup days later. Murph, I could have got that half off for you. No hookup since the gold chain turned green during the shower. Murph, I could have got that for you for half off. Can you get this green off of my neck?
Oh, God. Ooh.
That's funny.
Oh, my good. One last one. Sybil.
Okay. Randall Andrews on Facebook. My best friend, who is a teacher in New York City, would give me discounted subway train passes from his school all the time. I gladly accepted.
Oh, yes.
So people would ask my mom, because the Chicago public schools used to give tickets to the public school teachers for the baseball games, and people were like, "I'll pay you. Come on out." And my mother's like, no, come with us, but you don't have to pay me. Well, no, because I want to bring somebody else. And no, no, we don't play like that. It's just that, first of all, it was a gift. You don't,
So you can't sell a gift? Like if I got tickets, if I got free tickets to a concert, I couldn't sell them the
Well,
Coy for.
usually it says on there
No
not to be
resale.
resold.
Yeah.
So, oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, I guess you
I
can't
think
do
like you think, Yolanda.
that. Okay.
And that's scaring me a lot.
Yeah.
So let's move to trending topics. Coy, you got anything going on you want to promote?
Not really.
Except where you'll be sleeping in your car next weekend? No, you
I
don't want
know,
to do that.
right? Yeah, I'm not gonna do
You
that.
don't do that. Okay.
So hopefully I have a great time in my vacation next week. I am going to do my best to maybe locate a photographer. I think it would be great because where I'm staying is very, very scenic. It's beautiful.
Nice.
I think
It
you
is
should.
beautiful.
I think you
Yeah.
should. That'd be cool.
So here's the story that you all were
Hold on for a
referencing.
second.
Sure.
You don't ever ask me, do I have something going on? You're right.
Well,
But
we talk every day.
oh, okay. Okay.
I,
Well,
I,
I'm
I,
at the house.
I could ask you. I could ask you what's been going on.
But you don't want to embarrass me about my little
No,
nothing life. Thank you, best friend.
no.
Where
You're
your
right.
hat is going on, and I think it's really cute.
Thanks, Coy.
You're welcome. It's very stylish.
Well, you saw
Yes,
my
it is.
hair on the reason why I did this, Coy, because I didn't realize that my hair looked the way it looked on the production call yesterday. I really had done my hair, but Ward was like, "Oh my God, you did that?" And Sybil's like, "Yeah, that's what I was asking." I was like, "Really? It was like that?"
Dang.
I thought I had done it.
You had. You had done something.
Ward's like, "Don't do that." I was like, "Okay."
So, Yolanda, do you have anything going on?
Not today, Sybil.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna take a nap after the show.
Okay. Thanks for that update. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So here's the story. An Illinois school worker will spend the next 9 years in prison after she stole 11,000 cases of chicken wings worth $1.5 million that were meant for students during the height of the COVID pandemic. Vera Liddell used her position as the food service director at the Harvey School District 152, and I think that's Harvey, Illinois, on the south suburbs of Chicago, to carry out the crime that was only unearthed after the district realized the school system blew past its budget. The 68-year-old woman, meaning she's old enough to know better, started the scheme in July of 2020 and didn't stop. It got good to her until February 2022, according to the Cook County State Attorney's Office. She bought up the incredible amount of poultry and used a school cargo van to pick up the food. Students never saw a single wang.
Wow.
The schools were
Did
closed,
she
but
did she have a business? Like what
yeah,
can you do with all of
outside
that?
of her car, she would call people, say, "Got them wangs? You want to come?"
Oh.
I
Now, do
wonder how
you
much
know
she
that
sold
or
them
is that
for.
inference?
No, that's one of the stories that I don't see it on here, but it says that the schools were closed. The school district near Chicago was still sending out meal kits to students to remote learning during the height of the pandemic. So these
Oh,
boxed up
right.
foods were
Oh.
supposed to go to the kids who weren't coming to school, but they were missing out on meals, right? She was originally charged with theft and operating a criminal enterprise, and she was food service head for 10 years at the district, took a guilty plea in the case before she received the 9 year prison sentence. The school manager found food costs were $300,000 over budget, even though there were still months left in the school year during a routine audit that led to her arrest.
Dang.
Was she?
Yes, she is.
Oh,
That was a lot of hustling for a long time.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. And this really, I mean, between this woman and the mayor in Chicago, in a suburb of Chicago, really
Right.
making black women look bad. I swear, it
Oh
was like,
yeah, over at
yeah, Tiffany Henyard,
yeah.
Dalton, Illinois. Yeah,
Oh goodness.
it's bad. It's really bad. My sisters. So check this out. One day after receiving the handoff as the next host city of the 2028 Olympics, Los Angelinos were awakened. Well, some of them were awakened, but they were all shook up following an earthquake that struck Los Angeles County this afternoon. The quake, described as significant, struck around 12:20 in the afternoon at a depth of nearly 6 miles. The epicenter was located in Highland Park. It originally registered as a 4.7. It was shortly downgraded to 4.4, and shaking was felt across the region from downtown LA to Inglewood and as far as Glendora. So that was some shaking. So everybody was excited about, oh, the Olympics are coming, but that's one of the downsides of, being in LA. You both know that. So like, forget the earthquakes. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. We'll give you a hookup on a hotel room. You'll be fine.
There was an
And
earthquake the
that
morning
hookup
of the day I was
is
born.
$920 for the hookup for the hotel in LA.
Okay. What were you saying, Coy?
There was an earthquake on the morning of the day that I was born.
I think you've mentioned that before. Yeah.
Yeah,
The world, Coy.
I did. I did.
You really
And
shook
I
up
was
your
3 months
parents.
too early too. That's
Oh
another thing.
gosh.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So we know that if you're reading the news and hearing the stories, you know that Donald Trump cannot let go of his obsession with the Vice President Kamala Harris. Most recently, he was seen spreading and heard spreading false claims that an image of thousands of people waiting at Detroit's airport as the Vice President and her Vice Presidential candidate arrived for a campaign rally, and he said it was fabricated with the help of AI. Now, the thing with Trump is that he will make these accusations against people for the bad things that they do, but they really are a reflection of something that he's already done. He's really giving you a clue as to the things that he's done. You remember back in 2017 when the inauguration, and they were saying how the people did not show up, and they showed the pictures of it, and then they showed his doctored pictures with all the people, and this was a big thing last week, saying that he had more people at his inauguration than Dr. Martin Luther King had during his "I Had a Dream" speech in 1963. So all of this is going on. They're saying it's AI. Well, you can't call it AI and say nobody was there when you got every news house in the world following her, chronicling her trips, and saying, no, here are the pictures. Tens 10,000 people, thousands of people are here. Here's our virtual proof. And the reporters, the photographers, and the video journalists said that no, we documented the size, and everybody is saying, here it is. She arrived to these thousands of people. 15,000 people attended the Detroit airport rally. And they spoke from inside the hangar where the people were packed in because it was so hot. The airport authority oversees the airport referred questions about the size of the crowd to her campaign. But he likes to talk about size. That's a big thing for him. How fat people are, how many people he had, and that kind of thing. And it really is just a reflection of him.
Narcissism.
Narcissism, exactly. Um, so, as I mentioned in Los Angeles during the closing ceremonies, the mayor of Los Angeles, the Honorable Karen Bass, took the handoff and to Los Angeles, where the next Olympics will be. And so, what are they going to do about the Los Angeles traffic? The mayor said that she prepared to accept the Olympic flag ahead of the 2028 games. She said, "No car games,
No
no
what?
cars at the Olympic Games." She said that they're going to be busing everyone around. They're going to be preemptive about the traffic. And she said, we're already working to create jobs by expanding our public transportation system in order for us to have a no car Olympic Games. That's going to be a feat for Los Angeles because people in LA love their cars, and most of them, that's how they live, in their cars, because it takes them so long to get from one place to the other. We're
It's gonna
going to
take a while on those trains too.
Right.
Oof.
But that's why they got 4 years to work on this. They're going to import thousands of buses from all over the country and ensure that they build a greener Los Angeles as a result. She said public transportation will be the only way to access the Los Angeles venues and her plan to address traffic snarls consists of both using 3,000 buses that will be borrowed from all over the country and asking businesses to allow their employees to work from home during the 17-day Olympics period in 2028. That makes a lot of sense. I'm
Yeah.
just wondering how amenable people are going to be saying,
Especially celebrities.
yeah, for sure.
I can't picture that.
Unless they rent a party bus.
Even with the party bus, I wish her well with that. I hope
I
that
do too. I don't
I
think
hope
it's,
she can put that together.
I'm going to be positive in this instance and really hope that people do go along with it. But traffic in Los Angeles and the smog and all that other kind of stuff, it's already at a standstill. This is
It
going to
might
be difficult for people to get from one venue to the other.
it might give the smog a break. It might actually look
Yeah,
like a
Yeah,
regular sky over
yeah.
LA this go around.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, so this is going to be my last thing about Donald Trump is having a conversation with Elon Musk tonight, an interview, a one-on-one, if you will. I can't wait for that. I cannot. Yeah,
On
I really
X,
can. I can't wait.
how do you watch
On
it?
X, you go to your and then you'll probably see a button say the interview is happening now, now, now. Click here, and you can
Okay.
go. And if it's anything like Elon Musk has done in the past, it's going to be a bomb. But I don't know. But they're
Are you
celebrating the
gonna
fact.
watch it?
Probably not.
Oh.
I've got some. I got to wash my hair. I got to wash my car. I gotta. I got.
Watch your driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steam clean. Some carpets and stuff. Um, this is the anniversary, almost the anniversary in which he was kicked off of X, which was then Twitter. It's been nearly, for the first time in nearly a year, that he's going to be back on X. And the video posted is a at least campaign ad referencing the multiple indictments and telling supporters they're not coming after me, they're coming after you. The last time he posted on X was August 24th of last year, 2023. It was a picture of his mugshot from Fulton County jails when he turned himself in for the crime that he's now trying to get out of with the Fulton County District Attorney.
So Sybil, because you do watch a lot of news and you read a lot of news, the stories that come up on Trump, you read them, you listen to them, all of them, really?
No, not all of them, but I do for sake of getting the story right. If something just kind of hits me, because I think he's going to get a lot of attention today, or at least he's hoping to get some attention that he hasn't gotten in the last 3 weeks since Kamala Harris was announced as the Democratic presidential candidate. Um,
Well, he
he's
got some good coverage for his press conference at Mar-a-Lago because they were saying, I mean, there were actually complaints. I think Plies told us, I'm
mm,
not kidding,
mm,
that
mm,
that all of the networks covered
right,
him
which
on
is
that.
highly irregular for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they got and they didn't fact check. That was another thing. So you want to see because he makes all of these grand overstatements and
So
then
let me
it's
ask you this right quick, just for you people, you journalists who
people.
keeps saying that he doesn't fact check. Why does he need to be fact checked when he say that his crowd was bigger than the March on Washington? We know that.
We do, but there are a lot of people who are his people who believe all of the nonsense,
And so because
like
you
the
say
nonsense
something
that
different, they go believe you and the facts over what he says.
no, but at least we put it out there that he's a liar and that he has lied about the fact that Kamala Harris was led people to believe that she was Indian and then turned black, or that she was.
That's dumb. Why does that need to be fact checked? That is dumb.
So they can stop spreading
That's a minor
misinformation.
example, Yolanda. That's
Well,
just off the
no.
top of
I
my
mean,
head.
no, I don't think it's minor. I think it's all cumulative. The dumb stuff that we say, why do we have to follow? Because everything he say, not everything, but a lot of the things he say is just dumb. Why would we spend time debunking the dumb stuff that he says?
You got to
You,
call it out.
you don't want to call them out for his BS?
No.
Okay.
No, but I don't. But see, I'm not about you wrong and pointing the finger. I don't need that. I don't need to point the finger and call you out.
But somebody who is just a just a born liar.
We know that. So if
But
everybody,
not, but they don't accept that he's a lie. So we have to keep putting it out there and
all
reminding people.
those people, remind, because they're not going to hear you anyway. Because
Well, you know what? I'm going to keep yelling until somebody gets the point.
no, really, I really hope that works, because a lot of people keep saying that, and it must be something to it. If so many people keep saying that, like the NABJ thing, I just don't understand why Black folks were so upset that he said that she was an Indian and then she turned. So why is that such a news story?
Because it's a cumulative story about how he just keeps lie after lie after lie after lie, just like his vice presidential candidate. Tab B, because Yolanda, you want to stop the brainwashing and cult behavior, says Tab B.
Yeah.
I think we need some different strategies besides just calling him out. I don't think that is effective. I don't think just calling him out is effective to the people who are brainwashed.
Maybe we should cut his microphone off.
Well, that's the thing that I was talking about in the debates in my story there, Coy. Just to quickly talk about that and how he wants these 3 debates now that he's losing in the popularity contest, and so he's decided he's losing. He's going to show him what he can do and make mincemeat of her like he did with Joe Biden. Well, Joe Biden, is 20 years her senior, and he was 6. So it's going to be a different, and she's a prosecutor, as she keeps telling us. So she's going to make mincemeat of him. And one of the things that he wants to do is to fabricate his own rules. And I think that's what he thinks when he's going to get the Fox, but she's not falling for that. And Fox will probably not have the parameters around this. She's there, he wants it to be an open forum. He wants his supporters to be able to come in and to support him and rah-rah him during the course of the debate. And also the last debate where the microphones were muted when that particular candidate was not talking. He's not gonna get that in this first one that's going to happen on the 10th of September. Then what to do, Yolanda? We have to do something, right? Says Deborah Avery. Right.
I have a suggestion. It might not be the smartest, but at least I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Ignore him.
We do that already, kind of.
No, we don't. Oh no, we do everything he say. We jump on it, and that emboldens him. Try ignoring somebody. Try ignoring a narcissist.
And we just can't call him on his BS. Okay.
When you ignore a narcissist, they got to loop back around and try something else to get your attention.
It drives them crazy, Coy. It drives narcissists. I know. It drives
plenty of narcissists.
If you ignore them, oh my God. I mean, they're like flowers that wilt. You can physically see it. It makes me sad to watch, really, because I ignore the narcissists in my life, really. And I feel sorry for them.
Yolanda's cracking up.
But
breathe, Yolanda, breathe.
But
you could have shared the laugh with us.
I was just ignoring.
I was not talking about you, sweetheart. You're very far from a narcissist.
No, I was ignoring. That we've just gone past our time to tell the entertainment story. So
go ahead. Give your little entertainment story.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh God.
See why I'm ignoring? USA Gymnastics announced today that its effort to restore gymnast Jordan Childs' bronze medal in the floor exercise has been turned down. The federation said in a statement that it was informed by the Court of Arbitration for Sport that rules do not allow for an arbitral award to be reconsidered even when the conclusive new evidence is presented. They said they're disappointed the notification and that Jordan Childs will have to turn over her bronze medal to the young woman who she got the medal. She was originally in 5th place, and then she went and they said, okay, we'll rescore that, and she got the medal. And now they said because her people did not make the request within that 1 minute time span.
Right.
However, Flavor Flav has offered to make Jordan Child something no one else has. In the wake of this controversy, he is making her a Flavor Flav bronze clock to wear around her neck.
That's what's up, Flavor Flav. That's what's up. That's what's up. But you know what, Sybil? We probably will remember Jordan's name, not just because she's one of ours, but the world, because this happened over the person who got the bronze. Like, what's that person's name?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jealousy.
But she made a good point. This young woman, she made a good point. She said, why can't we both have the 3rd place medals? And they said, no, absolutely not.
The other woman said that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And she also said, we both suffered from their poor decision making, and so we should both, get the 3rd place medal. And they said no. Yeah, great sportsmanship is right. So and they both have suffered at the hands of social media, people threatening and calling them names and outside of their names and things like that. Yeah, so it's a really awful situation. But I like Flavor Flav. He's been in there supporting the women through the Olympics, and I support him. The water polo women and everything, but sorry they did not win. But I love the Olympics. I just want to close with this. I think I love the closing ceremony yesterday. I love the closing more than I love the open. The open was just a little too artsy fartsy for me. But this was a little bit more down to earth, and you could see the joy and the ebullience of the athletes as they were closing out the ceremonies. Did you watch, Coy?
No, not really. I watch highlights. I'm the type of person, like, after the event is over, I like to go back and watch it for myself.
Yeah. Yolanda, I know there was no Leave It to Beaver on the Olympics, so. Would you like to do your jewel?
Oh, I don't have it. If you can read it, but I know it's about choices.
Yes. Exactly right. The theme for the week. Every choice has consequences. Make choices with the understanding that they will shape your future.
Amen. Yes.
So when you go and take that fish bowl,
see how she brought that all the way back around, Coy?
Yeah.
See how she did that?
Yes, I ain't doing that again.
I'm just saying, a little Coca-Cola will do the same thing.
Well,
especially not in Puerto Rico. Ooh.
No. Be careful.
I will.
Yes.
Please. Have fun, but be careful.
I will.
Okay.
Peace
All
to you
right.
both.
Bon voyage. Bye, everyone. Thank you.